Jeff, I appreciate you coming on today,
No
and
problem.
we're thrilled to have you come out here to CSI for this Battle of the Boot. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah,
And
this is my second trip out there. I've been out there before.
oh, have you? Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, this tournament, I believe, might be one of the best, if not the best tournament in the country because we are playing a true bracket, right? And not many of those are done, and they are. The great thing is we have you from the East. We have Eastern Florida State. We have a team from Texas. It gives us a broad base. I think a lot of eyes will be on this tournament. And the whole goal is to play quality games. And your record there has been pretty impressive, and it's great to have you. So, first
Well,
thing, Coach, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I grew up in upstate New York and kind of got into the business back in the day through Colgate University and Jack Bruin
Oh, wow.
and Paul Aiello, a couple of guys up there, and they were, kind of hung out with my old man. So I kind of got introduced to the business back then and got my first college job at Casanova College for a year. And then I moved downstate to Sullivan County Community College and worked with Dave Posinger, who's another man who had quite a gaudy record. Worked with him for 2 years, went to the national tournament twice, won one, lost one. And then I landed here at Monroe, and I've been at Monroe ever since. I did about 7 years as an assistant, and then took over the program. So it's probably, I think it's my 21st or 22nd year as the head coach here.
Okay.
So been here for a minute and seen it grow, and I'm blessed to have the administration give me the opportunity to coach these kids. So it's been a good situation.
Coach, tell us a bit about Monroe, the school, where it's located, the size of the
Yeah.
school, all that kind of stuff.
Well, we're oftenly we get confused. There's a lot of Monroes, and especially in New York and junior college, Monroe Rochester has a name, and but obviously it's 7 hours difference here. So
Okay. Yeah.
um, they're Division II now. So the program has been, we were the flagship program. We have we have a football program. We have a nationally ranked soccer program who's back-to-back national championships at the Division I level. Going for a three-peat now. I think they have a game this Saturday. Our football program is relatively new, probably seventh or eighth year maybe. And then large baseball program. So we've got a significant number of athletes, and we've got kind of three campuses. We have our campus in New Rochelle, New York, which is a stone's throw from Iona College, and
Okay.
then we have another campus down in the Bronx on Fordham Road, which is kind of right up the street from Fordham University. Now, the Fordham campus has developed their own sports program, so they function as a Division III junior college down there. Um, so with JV programs just like us, so we have a lot of different programs going on in terms just on the basketball side of things, and then we also have a campus out in St. Lucia. No sports out there, but
Okay.
just an interesting fact. So we a lot of student athletes here. You're probably talking, I think total enrollment is probably 8 or 9 thousand, maybe a little more between the two campuses. We offer bachelor degrees and master's degrees. You know, we've had conversations about going Division II NCAA, so that could be on the future here relatively quick. Um, so it's fast paced, fast moving. So
So, Coach, when you come out, you're going to go through the J Foundation. The J Foundation is a foundation that's based on a young man by the name of Jay Bing who took his life, and it's pretty cool concept that they have. And Jay Bing used to wear cowboy boots all the time, and so the platform that they have is you're going to get cowboy boots for all your players,
that's
and
impressive.
your kids, where are they from? And when they get these boots, where are they going to go? Hey, Coach, what are we
Well,
going to do with these? Like, right?
well, we of a, general manager concept here for a while, with our scholarship budget. So we get kids from all over. The school itself does a really good job with international kids. So
Okay.
we generally have, we have our 4 to 5 on our roster. We've got a couple of walk-ons from Argentina. We've got a couple of Nigerian kids. We've got what's got a kid from Australia, got another kid from the Netherlands. So we bolster up with a little bit of that, and then obviously our tri-state area here with New York City and Connecticut and Jersey. So we kind of get a blend is the way our roster is kind of year to year. And you've had success with that, and kind of like I said, in junior college you wear a lot of different hats, but you're a general manager to a certain degree here, and trying to figure out how to put the roster together. The kids that are going to perform on the court, but perform in the classroom and function in a community that has a lot of things going on. So you juggle a little bit, but it's worked out pretty well here.
So on Wednesday night, we're going to have a nice little banquet at the Koto Brewing Company here in town, a big sponsor of ours. It's going to be a great environment. Our boosters will be there. Every coach will bring a player with them to kind of talk about their team and let the player make a comment or two. Tell us about your team and who would that player be? And, who are the fans going to want to see and watch in the stands?
Well, I mean, we've had a little bit of the injury bug over here this year with our team. Um, we've had a couple of guys coming out of boots with some issues and this and that, and probably one of our more talented kids. We feel we probably won't have till December, and he would
Oh,
probably have been. Another one, Devere Palmer, just kind of got on the court this week, so hopefully we can get him ready to go by the time we get out there. Um, we've got a nice crew of returning guys, Ryan Williams Jr. and Hassan Washington, and Devere Palmer that, we expect big things. Played big minutes for us last year, about a 7, 8 point game guys that, you actually, for their progression, should be able to bump it up here their second year with a talented group of freshmen that came in. But you know how freshmen go. They're freshmen, and it
yeah, yeah.
takes time to kind of piece some things together. And just the consistency factor is what we've been struggling with a little bit here early on. And it's probably more my doing, just for the fact that I in the past have never, I won't say never, but generally don't do a tournament of this caliber early, just because of our makeup. And when kids arrive on campus for us, it's tough for us to get prepared to the level that we need to be prepared early in the year. So
Yeah.
maybe it's a little bit of me just overanalyzing things, but you know how it goes, coach. You want to,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to have your team prepared for situations like this. So,
yeah. Well, the reason, one of the reasons why we put this thing together is we wanted our fans to see different teams. Like to have Monroe here,
yeah,
they still remember when you came. Like some of our fans, our old AD used, hey, we had Monroe out here and it was great. And
yeah. The interesting fact with them is we met you guys. I believe it was in the semifinals in the national tournament one year, probably 2011 ish, and tight game, and you beat us. And then the next year, you came to us here in New Rochelle, and we basically had preseason number one versus number two
wow,
in our arena, and yeah, we got you pretty good here. And then the next year we is when we flew out to you guys, and you gave it to us right back. But yeah, so there was a little 3 year period where we kind of met each other out of
okay,
neutral at the national tournament, and then home and home. So that was a good little experience back then.
that 2011 team was pretty good. Um,
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah, we had some talent. We had guys that are still playing professionally now off of that team. So it's.
yeah, that's awesome. So we have a couple of our media here. Adam Ingles from our local newspaper, and
Mhm.
Adam, do you got any questions?
Yeah, coach. Uh, uh, yeah, coach. I know you just mentioned a few names, but I noticed that your top four scorers were sophomores last year. Going into this new year, who do you expect to fill those roles specifically, in a production standpoint?
Well, I mean, our projected point guard, Eric Mahia, is going to pick up a lot of the scoring vacancies. He's a freshman from a OSL program over here in the city. We expect high things from him. We also got the 6'9" kid from Christ the King High School, Quing Fan Kang, that we got him late. Another freshman. He's going to provide some scoring, probably at the 4 spot for us as well. In addition to, like I said, we've got 3 or 4 returners, the Washington kid, the Williams, and the Palmer kid. They were all, 8 or 9 point guys last year. They should get up in the double digits this year to help kind of bolster up some of the stuff that we lost last year. But we're going to have to rely on some freshmen, and obviously we will be a different team come second semester when we get uh, David Mitu back. He's a 6'8" wing for us that can really shoot it. That we'll get back in December, so we're excited for that. But yeah, I mean, again, it's going to have to be somebody who's kind of new to the program that will have to step up and help with the scoring that we left it. But at the end of the day, you got to defend, and if we can defend, we feel the offense will be okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, so we also have Brevin
Mm-hmm.
Monroe from KMVT News here in town, our TV station. Brevin, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, I do, Coach. Obviously, you're in New York City, the biggest city in the country, obviously. You have a ton of options for recruiting, but does that make it harder for you to like really pinpoint who exactly, you want on your team or who's going to fit into the squad?
Yeah, well, I mean, we do vet. We have different ways, and we rely on different resources to get our roster together. But I mean, academics plays a role here, and we I don't. As you get older in the coaching business, you don't have to take as many gambles as you think you need to. When I mean gambles, the kids that maybe don't always have the best academic backgrounds or want to, or however you want to put it. So as you get older, you realize it's not going to make a difference. But here is the institution. We just went to university status this year here at the college. So there's a emphasis on making sure that we have qualified student athletes, and our program is no exception. And I run it like that. And I also teach at the college here too. I teach mathematics. I teach about 2 classes a semester. So academics is an important thing, and it's 50% of what we do here. We want to make sure that they're ready to move on to the next level, regardless of whatever the basketball level is. So that's important.
Okay. Caleb Jones is our assistant sports information director. Caleb, anything from you?
Yeah, Coach, I just want to ask, obviously, a very impressive tenure you've had, 21 years. A lot of times you see this junior college level be kind of a stepping stone for coaches. What is it about this junior college level that you love and that's kept you around for 21 years here?
Well, I mean, like I say, it's the institution that I'm at is I do more than just coach. So when I teach at the on the faculty as well. And I'm a single dad with a son who's going through high school now. He's going to be a sophomore in school. So obviously, you need to have some stability when you're raising a kid by yourself, and that was part of the reason as well. But a lot of times when you find this, like, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But a lot of times when you find a situation that you're comfortable with, and I've had the luxury of being able to impact a lot of people's lives here that come through our program or just through the institution. And that's rewarding in itself. But every once in a while you do get an itch to look around a little bit, and that could be coming, who knows. But yeah, I'm able to be in a situation where the owners of the institution care about the program, so that's important.
Okay. Well, Coach, we are excited to have you out, and we'll get you the boots. Head out to Shoshone Falls and see it, even though the falls aren't running, still beautiful.
Yeah, we got to get that team picture out there. You know how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah, it's a great deal.
Kids are excited. It'll be good.
Okay, we'll look forward to having you out here.